it comes to Canadian food, we've got your back with flavors like lemon pepper, beer batter, campfire barbecue, lemon pepper dill, garlic butter and chives, and crispy Cajun. We've got a mix for every meal. Whether you're serving East Coast shrimp, West Coast salmon, succulent walleye, chicken wings, or veggies, we've got you covered. Coat your food in outdoor flavors. Available online or at these fine retailers.
Honoring past achievements as we step into the future. Elevate, innovate, reimagine. Make the best better. That's what we do. Radically redefined, the NRX Plus is the culmination of our obsessive drive to forge the most advanced fishing tools on the planet.
Good evening, Mike Console. How you doing, buddy?
Can you get me one of those, Scotty?
Oh, sure, buddy. In fact, I'll get you a boatload.
That's some sweet stuff there. All of it is sweet stuff. And I guess that's why we're here today, to big up and say thank you to all those sponsors.
Yeah, we still have some prize packs coming in. We're gonna try and do our best. Normally TNT is about tackle stores talking about themselves, or tackle producers talking about themselves. What we are doing tonight is we are going to be showing you, or at least giving you a good idea of what all the provincial winners have a chance, or will have a chance to take home and use in the very near future, as Mike and I on Tuesday will be putting all of the provincial prize packs together. And so we're going to go through that tonight and give you folks an idea, if you are a provincial winner, what you might be receiving in the mail.
Yep. And all those, there's some provincial winners that are different than others, but what we're going to show you is what could be in your prize pack. We don't exactly know what is going to be in what prize pack, but it'll be a culmination of the stuff we're going to show you today, just so we could, one, show you, and two, thank the sponsors for their generosity.
So we still have prize packs coming from Accessible Angling. So I know Adele is putting some stuff together for that. And our good buddy Corey San from River Reapers is he's going to be divvying up a whole whack of stuff as well. So we don't have any of that product to show tonight, but we want to thank those two companies because that is still in transition and in the mail perhaps. But we have a whole whack of other stuff, Mike. So perhaps maybe I'll let you go first. I'm not really sure how we could do this or what the best way is, but
let's start from the top.
Okay. Well,
very, very, very first prize pack, our pre-tournament prize pack we gave out was, we wanted to thank the first 100 teams that registered. So, because that's a pretty big milestone, 100 teams registered. We blew that out of the water, but for those who don't delay, don't procrastinate, and they're the first 100 teams to register, we put all your names and all your team names in a draw. And this big box right here, this is going to the first 100 teams, and it was the Seamen from Alberta. And you know what? I got to check the scoreboard, because if you look at the rules, it says in order to qualify for a prize pack, 1, you have to register. 2, you have to at least submit 1 fish. So I do have to check to see if the Seamen at least put in 1 fish, because if they didn't, this prize pack is going to another team. But just to go through it, of course, which one is this? I haven't tried this, Scotty. Campfire.
If you do home fries,
yeah,
I mean, it's good on anything. Don't get me wrong, but on home fries, you oh, dude, that's phenomenal. That's like better than potato chips. They're incredible.
We got campfire. We also got beer batter in there.
So something I want to, now that you're talking about bait to go outdoor flavors, stay tuned. Hopefully this weekend I will get it together. It's not going to be a very long video, but they have an all dress flavor that they did for Ramaco's up in Sudbury, the tackle store up there. Holy smokes. I'm hoping to get a box of that for the CFN retreat, because I'll tell you this, once you taste that, that will be your new all-time favorite, because it is mine. It is phenomenal.
Well, I got in trouble from my girlfriend Merle over the weekend because I didn't bring any bait to go up. Like, I didn't bring any outdoor flavors up to the trailer. And so I had to go to the grocery store and buy some seasoning. She goes, "Why are you buying that? We have so much of it at home."
That's hilarious. Well, you know what, Merle, we apologize. You can never have enough spice in your life, and I would think you would know that.
Now, I don't know if I can go through all this stuff, but this is the box for the first 100 teams. But we do want to pay tribute to, of course, you saw the commercial, Sid Fish's jigs. Those are some quality, custom-made, hand-poured jigs right there. So thank you to Sid Fish's jigs. And this, man, I can smell this every time I walk into this room, and it is fishing soap. Scottie, have you tried this?
I have one bar left. Rick Shaver, thanks so much for that. And what, if you don't understand what it is, the idea is it takes away, man-made odor. So if you've got fabric softener, if you've got insect repellent, soap, what have you, it takes away the human smell. And what a lot of people do is they just put it right in their tackle box, and it works like a charm.
Yep, and it's not just, for fishing. It says, clean your hands of gas, oil, lotions, tobacco, and any other odors that scare fish away.
Amen.
So it'll definitely make your hands smell better. And then, oh man, there's just so much stuff in here. I don't know what to show, but you talked about Adele. And so this is from Accessible Angling. So thank you, Accessible Angling, for, let me take it out. We all need to be hydrated, especially in this heat. And this is some pretty stuff right there. So thank you, Accessible Angling, for this water bottle.
That's awesome. Mike, if I'm not mistaken, I still have the banner, or at least the picture of the prize packs. I think those are it. That's it there, is it not?
Yep. That what I'm going through right now is prize pack number 1. And in the top right-hand corner of that picture, you'll see there's a $25 gift card included in here as well. So this is probably about $200.
Sweet.
Yeah. At least 100. I don't know. I have to add it all up. But, this is for Blind Rage Baits, and that alone is $25 right there.
Sweet.
So thank you to the first 100 teams that registered. And next year, we'll do it again. So once you see that registration come out, know that, hey, I'm going to register, because there's going to be a prize for the first 100 teams, which includes this bag of spinner baits from one of our newest sponsors, Blackfly Lures. And in that bag, there's 4 of them, because there's different colors. And I'm colorblind, Scottie, so you'll have to help me out. I don't know. Did you know that?
That's orange and white. I didn't know you were colorblind. No.
Orange, you said? Orange and white?
Orange and white, yeah.
That has to be white.
That's white, I think, with a tinge of purple.
Okay, I don't see the purple, but... And then we got black, I presume, unless that's a dark color of something else.
No, it's pink, Mike. No, I'm kidding. Yes, it's black. It's black.
And then I'm assuming... I don't know if that's yellow or green.
I'm going to say that's got a hue of orange to it, but it might be closer to an orange chartreuse.
So that is from Blackfly, and then in there as well is a bunch of stuff. Let me go into prize pack number 2. So this box right here, and that was for, we gave that away yesterday, and that was for the people who referred other people to register for the CFN FishOFF. So prize pack number 1, first 100 teams. Prize pack number 2, thanking those like Sarah Jinkerson who said, hey, have you signed up for the CFN FishOFF? No, sign up. And every time you did that, part of the referral draw. So we got some more outdoor flavors, some more black fly, but this stuff I haven't shown you yet. Some Mad Cam plastic.
Yeah, baby.
Like put that on a mushroom head. That's some good stuff. But Mad Cam has a lot. Like they have these type of big worms with the curly tail. They also have some creature baits that look like craws.
Sweet.
So if you're looking for plastics, Mad Cam is a good place to go because they have a variety of stuff like these split tails grubs as well. So check out Mad Cam. And I know you love these, Scottie.
Oh, buddy. I was talking to our buddy, I'll just say Big D, because he would like to remain nameless, but I'm telling you, I cannot get enough of those. He gave me a bag that had probably half as many of those in it to take up to Horwood. Mike, within the first 3 hours, they were ripped apart like I had thrown them in a tank full of piranha. There was nothing left of them. They just ripped. The walleye couldn't get their hands on it fast enough. It was incredible. So I have made sure I put in an order for when we go off for the retreat. So we'll have a good handful of those. But yeah, they're amazing. Sarah
Jinkerson, I don't know if you're watching, but if it's okay, maybe I'll take these out of your prize pack and keep them for myself. We got some Impact Baits, one of our original sponsors. We got some Ugly Boy Baits, also one of our original sponsors. There's just a ton of stuff in here. And Sarah, you're going to love this because this is full of a multitude of different jigs. So thank you to this company right here for providing this case of jigs. And that's prize pack number 2, Scottie.
Holy smoke. So those are the 2 prize packs there. The Seaman from Alberta won the first prize pack, at least what Mike is saying tentatively, because you believe in the rules, Mike. It does say that they have to participate in the fish off. So does that mean they have to enter at least one fish?
At least one fish. I don't know off the top of my head. There was like over 1,500 fish that were entered. If one of them is the seaman, then they qualify for that prize pack. If none of them were the seaman, then we'll have to redraw that prize pack.
Okay, and then prize pack number 2, of course, was won last night by the one and only Sarah Jinkerson. So congratulations to her and her team. Trisha Wallace, the Bouncy Bottoms, you guys did fantastic. All right, Mike. Well, I'm going to take it from there.
Yep.
And speaking
from there,
of,
we also have pre-tournament prize pack number 3, which was anyone who put the frame around their Facebook profile pic. So some of this stuff that Scottie's going to show you is going to go into that pre-tournament prize pack number 3.
So I will probably be adding these to that prize pack, and they are courtesy of Trisha Wallace, who sent it to us on behalf of Craig Minch. And these are the official Bandits. And if you fish Lake Erie, you know all about these. These are a go-to, and there is a variety of colors and patterns that are offered here, but we will be adding this to that prize pack that we still have not found a winner for. So here is a first-hand glance at some of what is going to be available in that prize pack. There are.
We have a winner for that one.
What's that?
We did do a draw for that one. You and Dallas did a draw.
Oh, well,
remember that day? It was my birthday, so I wasn't on Training Tuesdays, and then you and Dallas spun the wheel for everyone who had a frame around their picture.
I wonder if that was Lloyd that won that. We better go back and look at that. Yeah, I'm not sure, Mike. I want to say Lloyd won that, but I'm not 100% sure. So on behalf of Trisha Wallace, if we've already given out the prize, well, this is what you are going to be receiving. They will certainly come in handy, and tell you, can't thank enough our CFN community for offering up some awesome stuff. Speaking of which, then we're going to get to the provincial packs, and the provincial packs are another animal, because this year, and I'll be honest with you, this is the best takeaway I have from the fish off, is the fact that we had every single province and territory participating in this year's Fish Off, and that is a feat in itself that Mike and I are very, very proud. So in some of these prize packs, they're going to include some Ugly Boys baits. Ugly Boys has jumped on board with us in a big way this year, and there is a box full of all kinds of stuff. Worm harnesses, we've got spinners, we've got some beautiful stuff, and Bruce and the family put together some incredible tackle, well known around the industry. Even though they're small, they do produce quite an array of stuff for everyone, including jigs. And Bruce's forte is slip bobbers. He loves his slip bobbers, so good on Bruce for that. And last but not least, and I think he is sold out, but if you are a drop shot angler, these weights are something that you can now buy from a Canadian company. And as I said, just give Ugly Boys a call. They will certainly help you out. They have all kinds of stuff. As I said, jigs, and then, of course, your spinners. I mean, spinners, and more spinners. I don't know how many of these handed over to us, Mike. All different patterns. And
we got a lot of provinces, so
it is. And I'll be honest, what's really cool about these provincial packs is all of this is going to be going in something that we're going to show you here at the end of the show. Stay tuned to that. At the end of the show, also, we'll be doing the giveaway from last week for when our good friend Caleb Rogers came on and was talking to us about Bonehead Bait and Tackle. We have the wheel already set, so stay tuned to everyone who entered and tagged a tackle store. You might be our winner tonight. Then, of course, we had our good friend who will remain nameless, but I'm going to call him Big D. These are still from Ugly Boys. As I said, Mike, if we've got one of these, we've got 100 of them. So thanks so much to Ugly Boys Baits. Big D signed on from North Shore Tackle. And as Mike, that's my favorite. The Great Lakes shad is by far my favorite. But these creature baits that are from North Shore are beautiful plastics, especially this one from a drop shot perspective. These creature baits are a must-have if you are a trout angler or one who likes to drop shot. And of course, these small little shad, these are my favorite for wintertime fishing. The white, it has the white belly and the white and the opaque back, or vice versa. You can get two different patterns, but it's the same two colors. They are a killer through the ice. Done very well. In fact, I shot a show with our good buddy JP DeRose, and these little shad, man, I tell you, it's a good thing we had these. Where they go, we wouldn't have caught any fish that day. But the white ones, I don't have them here with me, but those white ones were incredible. He also produces trout hooks, so we're going to be putting some trout hooks in the provincial packs as well. And these are new to North Shore, and I tell you, if you love paddle tails, a must. These 3.5-inch paddle tails, especially up at Horwood, this one in particular, the white bone color, let's just say I didn't have enough. I just did not have enough. And as I said, if you go over to northshore.ca, there's lots there. But so that is North Shore, that we'll be putting that in as well. And also, which I really appreciate, because he's very, very busy doing our CFN jerseys, but Richard Dunlop sent us some C4 lures. So we'll be adding those to the prize packs. And keep in mind, these are all going to go in a box, but they're going to be inside the box in something that's really cool that we're going to show you in just a sec. But thanks so much for that, Richard. And I know, Bill, you're probably Bill and Steve are feverishly putting up the links for all of our sponsors that we are showing tonight. So thanks to them for doing that. Unfortunately, I can't tag you because I'm busy.
Before you go to the next sponsor, what I love is people are competing in the tournament, and at the same time, they're contributing to the tournament, like Trisha and like Team Chrome Chasers. So they sent me a bunch of these rod ties, and they said, "Hey, what colors do you want?" It's like, let's do CFN colors. So they make these custom rod ties. So we're adding those to the prize pack as well. And you got to look at the messages, Scott, because Dave said, "You know what? I'm going to send you $100 e-transfer because we know that it's not free to ship this stuff across the country." So Dave, oh my God.
Said that?
Look in the comments, Dave NG.
Oh man.
So appreciative. So appreciative, because it is not free to send this stuff across the country. So thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated.
Wow. Well, yeah. Speechless again. As I said, it's incredible to see the outpouring of support from our community. But as I said, it's even more so when you see the amount of product that is sent for our community for participating, and they see the effort. And we're going to get to all that as we continue to climb up the pile of prizes that we have. MFS has joined in a really big way. They have some creature baits. They've got some curly tails. These are very rare to see. You don't see too many of these tiger tails.
Yeah, that is different.
Yeah, they are. They're making unique stuff over there in Newfoundland, and my good buddy Scott Martin is doing some fantastic stuff. Not only does he do the Meigs jigs, but he does all these creaker. I mean, they just and this is incredible, especially in the spring. Like this pattern, incredible. But yeah, the tiger tails, they're unique. You don't see a lot of this, and if you're a pike angler, they're kind of a must-have. They
look like perch. That's why.
That's exactly it, Mike. You're 100% right. So we've got a bunch of these. There's just like oodles and oodles. I could go through all of it, but I would say probably my favorite two are definitely these two patterns. This is it's more of a chartreuse. It definitely mimics a perch. This for the walleye is a must from MFS, and of course you can't beat black and yellow, man. Black and yellow is a fantastic color, especially if you love your walleye. So that is from MFS.
What I noticed about those is usually you see those curly tails, but they're always a single color. But those tails actually have two colors in it, not just in the body, but also in the tail.
And what you guys know, I mean, it's easy to just mass produce a whole whack of tackle, plastics, what have you, but a lot of thought goes into some of the patterns that Scott does. And of course, I've done a bit of testing myself to sort of help out. And that's what I do. I help our producers and tackle makers in some of the decision making. And I'm not a professional angler by any means, but I certainly know what works. And I mean, as I said, these North Shore, just recent, these are a brand new product. Can't get enough of these. The 3.5 inch, they got some body to them. So when the fish bite into it, it feels like real meat. So as I said, these are something that I truly like. And I can't say enough about the shads in the wintertime. Walleye love them. But another thing that walleye love are jig and wraps. And this is a bag full of jig and wraps. And our good buddy, I hope I get one of these out, Mike.
Scottie, I heard that if you can catch fish on it, then anyone can catch fish on it.
There you go. That's the attitude to have. Absolutely. You're 100. That should be my motto. I should put that on. I'm going to put that. If I can catch it, you're going to fill your freezer. So these jig and wraps, we have a slew of these from our good buddy Chuck D from Bait and Bite Me. So we're going to be giving those as well as some. This is a unique product, and I haven't seen this. And of course, Chuck D produces some incredible stuff, but this is a stand-up spinner, Mike. Look at this. So if you had a worm live bait, you jig this on the bottom and it would stand up. So every time you jig, the spinner goes, and then she comes to it. Anyway, ingenious stuff. And of course, Chuck D is infamous around the tackle producing industry. He's helped many a small tackle producer himself. So there's a whole whack of these that we're going to be going through. Not to mention, Mike, we have to I know Dallas got his prize pack, but we still got to go through this for all the judges from last year. So this is a prize pack courtesy of Dynamite. They sent this for the judges, and it's not often our judges get sent prizes. So big shout out to Dynamite for that. Now, all of this is going in something that's very unique to CFN, and I really want to thank Jamie for doing this last minute for us, but really stepping up to the plate. And let me feast your eyes on something that he and I had been working on, but how
this is a big surprise that I don't know about.
Well, this is one of the big surprises you don't know about. I'm just trying to find it here. There it is. Okay, so let me share this.
Oh, yeah. I've never seen these yet.
Yeah. So that is a 30-ounce cooler cup, courtesy of True North Baits. So every provincial winner is going to get their own cup, and all of these baits are going to be stuffed inside with a whole whack of stickers and Lord knows what, business cards and a whole bunch of stuff. So if you want to get in touch with the companies that are providing you the prizes, there's going to be cards in there for you to do so. But Jamie put these together. I'll show it one more time. From True North Baits. These are equivalent to Yetis. In fact, they are the exact same without the Yeti name and without the Yeti price. So if you're looking to purchase one, we are going to be making that available really soon. So stay tuned to that. We'll be working on it. But each of our provincial teams will be receiving one of their own. So we have the Maritimes. We put all the Maritime provinces together. Mike, you and I had decided this last night.
Yeah.
You didn't know what you were deciding about, but this is what it is. So we did the Maritime provinces. We did Quebec, Ontario, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, BC.
Yep.
And then we did the two territories, so the Yukon and Northwest Territories. And then it's a north of 60, which I believe we only have one team that participated north of 60, and that was our good bud Douglas. So as I said, we've got provincial cups for each of our provincial winners. And for the province of Ontario, and Mike and I, we wrestle with this because the stigma is, of course, this is an Ontario-based community, and it's not. But we have definitely grown some deeper roots in the province of Ontario than we have the others. We're working on the others. But the prizes for our provincial winners is courtesy of Camp McIntosh. For a weekend. You go there for a week because there is just an insurmountable amount of water. But to our provincial winners of Ontario, you will have the luxury of going to Camp McIntosh. So thanks so much for Tracy and Andre for stepping up in a huge way.
Amazing. Thank you, Camp McIntosh. And Dave NG just posted another comment. I sent 200. That's a lot of stuff. The questions is who catches more fish, Dave or Jeanette? What's the answer, Scotty?
Well, I'll tell you this. I have a little bit of background information. So I know that that's actually not Dave. It's Jeanette. So my answer is Jeanette. And you know what, Mike? I'm going to help you out. Just say Jeanette and we'll be good.
Well, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, like
Yeah, that's
we can't express enough gratitude to all those like yourself, Dave and G. So Jeanette is the answer.
yes. Oh, 100%. There's no question about it. Say Jeanette, and all is well, and I'll make sure that generous donation clears. Because if you say Dave, it's probably going to be canceled. Just saying. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. But as I said, we stepped up in large ways. Our community did anyway. At the beginning, Douglas, I don't want to say took a little bit of convincing to participate this year, but let's face it. I mean, he's all the way up in Nunavut, and he had to participate through the ice. And I was talking to Bob Mahoney from Shimano today, and he said, "Scotty, what was your biggest takeaway from this year's Fish Off?" And I said, "Well, we had teams in every province and every territory, not to mention Nunavut, and our Douglas did a fantastic job and had to fish through the hard water the entire season." Bob was absolutely blown away when he heard that. He said, "That is the coolest thing I've ever heard." I said, "Yep, he's the only team and contestant that we had that was still participating in the hard water. Absolutely." So. But on top of that, managed to up his ante and be as generous as the rest of our community, and offered up $100 gift certificate to go to the winner who qualified the very first fish. And I don't know, Mike, if you have the answer to that just yet.
Yeah, that was Mr. Bill Landry from Saskatchewan. So congratulations, Bill.
So Bill wins a Madcam prize pack, as well as a Walter's Bait prize pack, and a $100 gift certificate courtesy of Douglas. And I don't want to say your last name, Douglas, out of sheer respect. Agarak, I'm going to say. That's my stab at it. I don't want to disrespect you by any means, but a $100 gift certificate. And congratulations to Bill. But he also wanted to give another $100 gift certificate. And he wanted to do it, I believe, Steve, or Mike, for the last upgrade.
We talked about it, and we said it might not work because we didn't want people holding back fish. So we do have to decide where this other $100 gift card is going to go to. But that's another $200 that we can give away to the community. So thank you. Speaking about Saskatchewan and Bill Landry, the Saskatchewan Fishing Club also has a Saskatchewan prize pack for the top team in Saskatchewan. So they're just all coming in.
So, and you can see, because there's a perfect example, Mike. Like we have obviously grown deep roots in Ontario, but we are starting to grow some very deep roots in Saskatchewan as well. And I can't thank Walter, Rob, Kelly DeLorme, Lloyd Bront. There's a core group of you that not only run our chapter page, but you run that province, and you've brought in some incredible people and a good amount of following. Because I want to say, in terms of all the other provinces, Saskatchewan, I think, Mike, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, had the next most participating teams.
I think so. It was Ontario, Saskatchewan, and then I think BC and Alberta were really close. So it's just growing. We started with 6 people, and then we went to 100, and then we went to 200, and now we're at 500 anglers. So more than 500 anglers. So it's good to give back, and thank you all for supporting.
Jeanette saying, "Well, what if you use it for the CFN retreat and purchase mosquito repellent? You all need it." Yes, absolutely. It is. I was up there last week, and I tell you, I am just healing from the feast. Those Timmins mosquitoes ate very well when this white chubby kid went up north to do some fishing at Horwood. They took it easy on the Timmin folk after I left, because they had gorged for the 5 or 6 days that I was up there. But yeah, no, absolutely. The bugs are pretty good up there. They're not bad.
Yep. So Tuesday, we are going to announce our final top 25 as well as our top 3. And then we will also do our final Shimano draw. We actually have 2 Shimano draws. One Shimano draw for showing your Shimano, and that will go to 1 angler. And then another Shimano draw, which consists of 2 of those, and that will be for our week 4 draw, which is every species you've caught from day 1 to the last day. That's going to be our biggest wheel because, man, I don't know how many species were caught, but it's a lot. It's a lot. And every single species will be on that wheel.
And one last thing that I wanted to mention, Mike, that you did not, that you don't know, and I'm going to let you know. And as I said, this is where our community just doesn't stop, and we can't thank them enough. On behalf of the Landry family, those top 25 teams, the top 3 teams are going to receive a gift certificate, or at least a substantial amount of money in the form of a gift certificate of the store of their choice. So our top team is going to take home a $300 gift certificate of the store of their choice. The second place team is going to take home a $200 gift certificate. And of course, our third top team is going to take home $100. Just found out about this, but to Bill Landry and the rest of his family, can't thank you folks enough. But this is exactly what we keep saying, Mike. It's this community.
Crazy. It's so crazy. Yeah. The generosity is outpouring. So thank you so much to all those. And, the list goes on and on and on.
Yeah. And you know what, where it all started with Bill is he phoned me, I think it was last week or a week before that. And he just said, Scott, I want to give something to, like, there's a lot of work these top teams are doing. And I just feel compelled to give. And he said, my whole family is in the same boat. And I said, Bill, it's your money, but you've got an awfully big heart, and this is how we wanted to divvy it up. And as I said, to the Landry family, God bless you, man. I can't thank you enough.
Well, to place in the top 3, there's a lot of time and energy and gas money and effort and research, and the list goes on and on and on. So very, very, very well deserved. So thank you, Bill, for acknowledging all that. It is going into good hands because those people put in the most time for sure.
Yep.
You can't get to the top 3 without putting in time, effort, and money.
Now, Mike, I saw the group chat that you were a part of with the captains, and you may have already touched on it, but can I just ask the question? Are we doing the draft next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday, live, baby. Tuesday, 7:00. We're gonna do the draws, but then after we give out all the prizes, our 3 captains will be here live. We'll have the top 25 teams, which is approximately 50 anglers, depending on how many people give us the thumbs up in terms of, yes, they want to be included in the draw. And then we're going to see who Mark Beeler drafts. We're going to see who Bill Landry drafts. And then we're going to see who Jared Littlejohn drafts. First thing they're going to do is they're going to pick one family member. I don't know which family member each angler is going to pick. I assume Mark is going to pick Erica. I don't know who Bill's going to pick. I don't know who Jared's going to pick. But then their next pick will be out of the top 25 teams, and they have 2 picks each. So each team will have 5 anglers or 4 anglers. Each team will have 4 anglers. The captain, a family member, 1 person outside their province, and a second person outside their province. So it's going to be epic. That'll be fun.
Holy smokes. Wow. And they're all shooting footage.
All filming for the TV show, which will air in 2022 on 2 networks, the Sportsman Channel in Canada and the World Fishing Network in the States.
And that is what it is right there. So, yes. If you haven't seen it so far, you can go on YouTube on the Canadian Fishing Network YouTube channel. You have all 4 seasons available to you there. And then, of course, our next season, which just aired on Sportsman Channel and WFN, again, will be repeating. So stay tuned to that. If you have either of those 2 channels, make sure that you pay witness to it, because it is truly an epic. It's an epic journey for all of these participants that shoot the video. Mike, you can speak to that. What are those 6 weeks like for a CFN FishOFF participant that's going to TV?
It is grueling. It is grueling, but so much fun. The memories that you create over those 6 weeks, you last forever, and it's worth the grind. It's worth the grind. And what's amazing about it is when I pick a charity of choice to donate $10,000. So on behalf of McCarthy's Uniform. So thank you so much to McCarthy.
Yeah, McCarthy's really stepped up in a big way. And again, we didn't even know that before we went to air. All of a sudden, they sort of took notice because of what you had told them, Mike, and wanted to jump on board in a big way. We hadn't handed the check over to anybody yet, so just how it all worked out. Like $10,000 went to a worthy cause on behalf of the CFN FishOFF, and of course Mike and Kenneth, who are our winners. And I thought we were just going to be doing another $500, donation like we did in previous years, and then all of a sudden you came to me and told me about McCarthy. So I'm like, wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, they love the concept. They love the fact that the money was going to children, and they said whoever the teams pick, we'll give them $10,000.
Now, are they planning on doing that again this year for our winners, Mike?
I haven't spoke to them.
Okay. All right. So we will definitely, get to that. To John Vleeman, I believe you asked if it's on YouTube. Yes, they are on YouTube. Go to the Canadian Fishing Network and you will see all of the first 3 seasons of the CFN FishOFF.
Season 1, 2, and 3 will be there.
Yeah, season 4 we will soon have it there, but unfortunately with contract stipulations when it comes to content, we cannot post it because as of right now, WFN owns it until the first. What is it, Mike? The 6 months are over, or first year is over. 12 months. There you go. Jim McLaughlin, Just Fishing, just got uploaded a couple of hours ago. I get to sleep tonight. Good for you. If you haven't seen it, hopefully you get a chance to go over to justfishing.ca. Jim is just announcing that his latest his latest publication is up. So go to justfishing.ca and make sure you have a look. Mike, I think we're done.
Yeah, I'm just reading some of the chats here. So Mark Beeler is one of the captains, but he can't pick anyone from Ontario. And so I see Brandon here. And he said, Mark, you're going down. Because I'm assuming Brandon will probably be drafted by an Alberta team or a Saskatchewan team. So it's going to be epic. You know what would be cool? Brandon might get drafted by Saskatchewan team, and then Mitch might get drafted by a Alberta team. And those 2 guys are like 3-time champions, and now they're going to be facing against each other, and they know each other's spots. So I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be epic.
Yeah, absolutely. It certainly will, but I'm really looking forward to seeing the draft and who is going to be a part of it and what new faces we're going to see in the FishOFF this coming year. And I do anticipate that we will definitely see some new faces. So that's, again, what it's all about. It's nice keeping it new, vibrant, and original. And the CFN FishOFF, I would imagine, is going to do exactly the same as it always does this year when these teams are drafted. So I'm looking forward to that next Tuesday with my partner in crime, Mike Consul. And on behalf of both Mike and I, we want to thank Shimano and all of these wicked sponsors behind me who have stepped up to the plate in a big way to make this all happen. And, of course, to Jeanette for the $200 donation, Bill Landry for your substantial donation to our top 3 teams, Douglas from North of 60, and Caught by Council and Scotty's Outdoors. It's a team that just continues to chug on, and we are lucky to have personalities like Jim McLaughlin in the industry giving us a pat on the back every once in a while, Mike, for the job we do. So,
you know what I just realized, Scotty? Viewership is going to double for next season because if Mark drafts Erica as his partner, then automatically viewership goes up.
Her following is I think probably if you get into social media, you wish your following is half of what Erica's has. So yes, absolutely. I would imagine you're probably right, Mike. She certainly knows how to do social media. Yeah, absolutely. That's all I'm going to say. Without getting myself in trouble.
All right, Scottie. Well, thank you to all our sponsors and thank you to all participants. Tune in next Tuesday because we're going to give away some stuff and the draft. You got to be there for the draft.
Right on. Enjoy your night. Thanks to all of our sponsors and to our winners and provincial winners. Be patient. We will be getting your stuff out as soon as we possibly can. Take care.
Good night.